All right, welcome to another episode of the Middle Aged Metalhead. Today we've got two very special guests, the men behind the recently launched record label in India out of Bangalore. Erymanthian Records is what it's called. And welcome Naga Pisacha and SPK.
Hales,
How
thank you
you
so
guys?
much for having us.
How you guys
Thank
doing?
We're doing well, man. A beautiful Sunday, enjoying it, taking it slow.
Cool.
you.
So how did this idea come about? What made you guys start a record label now when things are basically a little dicey for physical media?
So, can I go ahead, Shank?
For sure.
So, me and Naga have actually been friends for like a long time, if I might say, like 16, 17 years. And we're still in our early 30s. So, we always worked together in terms of a lot of music. We made a lot of noise, grind, black, death, power electronics. So, we always had this idea in the back of our head that we wanted to do a label, and especially a label that's focused on helping our close circle first, like all the boys that we've grown up with who've been in bands and so on. That's always been our priority. And also adding the music that we love. So it's just something that's been long coming. It just so happened that we hit it hard the past 2 months.
Yeah. And physical media, because there's very less representation here. We would like to help the artists, or bring them on the physical format. That's our main aim. So yes.
So physical format is also, while people might think it's dying, I think it's more than your Spotify, your YouTube. This is the only way it's that your bands are going to make their money. So, and we got to keep it true, man. We got to keep it raw and to the whole thing. There's no reason to have a label that's going to do only digital records.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah. And as a long-time supporter of physical media for bands, yeah, I'm all in on this. Cool. So I saw that your first signing is a band from Sri Lanka. Could you tell us a little bit more about how you chose this particular band, what they're all about, and what we can expect?
Sure. You want to go ahead, Shank, or you want me
Yeah,
to do
sure.
it?
I mean, it's both our story. So we had gone over to Sri Lanka to play the ODR 6, which is a cult death ritual organized by Ravan Command, and that was Basmasura emulation that was playing. And you know we had uh, uh, we had the great time of meeting a lot of artists there, Sapientia being one of them. We watched them play live, and yeah, well, that blew our minds away. That was a great performance. uh, Me and Aditya, Suryaputra, both of us enjoyed that a lot. And we got down to discussing, and we had a word with the artists, realized they are only printing and promoting in Sri Lanka. So we decided, why not to bring them back to India, have a release for them here. And rest is just history. We signed them on. Now we've made the release happen. There's a lot of stuff in the future too. A couple of other old compilations, maybe few other songs by them, singles, etc. But yeah, Suryaputra has got a lot more on that too. What we're planning to do with them in the future.
So, like Naga stated that Basma got to play this gig from by Ravan Command, their last ODR, which was an amazing experience. And we had a great time over there. They were very hospitable. Uh, all the bands on the lineup were really brutal, man, like a mind blown level. But this particular band, Sapientia of Atlantis, because I'm a fan of Inquisition, right? So we immediately just recognized the whole Inquisition influence. It's a two-piece. Some bands you need to see them live to be able to explain how they actually sound. Their entire ethos and ethics is DIY. Hence why this particular release is a DIY CDR. It's how the band wants it. There's an entire explanation as to why it is the way it is. And I really enjoyed that. Otherwise, we could just go and get like, Joel K CDs or so on. But there's a reason why it is the way it is. And all of this is missing in black metal. Sapientia managed to get it back with just two members. So we would love to have them in India, and I want to show these guys, show India what these guys are about, man. You have to see some bands live to understand.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds pretty intense. So, what is the overall ideology for Erymanthian?
So Erymanthian is basically like a of course, we love our black metal, but that's not who we entirely are. We are a bunch of collectives, no matter what the music, and you will see in future releases, which might catch a lot of people by surprise. It's a collective of musicians and artists that we have faith in. We believe that we need to sustain and make this music go ahead. So it's not just black metal, it's not just heavy metal. You have like different genres that we are looking into, something that we enjoy. So that's what it is, man. It's just artists doing what they love and being true to what they do. It's basically um, like just exploring yourself and just letting it out there, if I may.
Yeah, there might
And
be even electronic music. I wouldn't say right now, but yeah, electronic, perhaps something which we are not used to here. That's power electronics, particularly. There are a few artists. A lot of people are not aware about it, so we would like to bring focus on such styles as well. Even visual narratives too. Artists and bringing their pieces onto our website, which will come out soon. But yeah, put some spotlight on them. Hopefully, that's a plan.
if we are talking about power electronics, right, there are two types of power electronics. You have the stuff that Merzbow comes from. So that we have Hemant Sri Kumar, who's currently signed to Subcontinental Records. So we have a very niche power electronics market. We are not like trying to capitalize on it, but like it's music, it's stuff that we really enjoy. And Cyclopean Eye also has a lot of the Lankan power electronics scene on his label. So I wouldn't say that we are new in that aspect, but the genre itself is entering and seeping into the Indian market.
Yeah, to be honest, particularly with power electronics and noise, I've been quite surprised how it's, well, I guess blown up is a little exaggerated, but even 20 people at a P gig was unimaginable, like even 10 years ago, right? So I think it is fair to say that it has kind of blown up. But yeah, looking forward to this. Sounds great. Cool. Okay. And so, what is the plan for? Is it, are you spreading your wings across the subcontinent? Is it going to be international? What is the plan?
So to start off with, it's our subcontinent. That's what we are looking at. That's within our reach. But yeah, plan is global. There are quite a few artists we are in talks with, and putting them down the pipeline. Perhaps the coming year, that is 26, maybe even 27. Uh, yeah, we are in touch with artists globally. So far, it is the ones who are close by who have reached back to us, and who've wanted something done, or a release made for them, perhaps. That's it right now. That's all I can say right now. Perhaps maybe a little later we'd have more to share with you on this.
So if I might also drop a few points. Um, First priority always have to be homeland. So we're gonna do India, we're doing Lanka. Lanka is home for us, yes. So we're looking at Thailand. So we want to do Asia, like there's this Filipino artist that I really enjoyed. I hope to work with him. Other than that, word and we've been speaking to some South American artists. We've spoken to European artists. We have them, and also North American artists. But once we find our fitting, we know everything is going well, and like we're ready. That's when we will approach those guys. So it is international over time.
Great. Okay. And can you share the idea behind your logo with the boar? I mean, it's really eye-catching, but where does it come from and what does it mean for you guys?
So I'll leave that to Aditya Suryaputra. He's
Man,
got that.
okay, so I'm a huge fan of Warhead art, and he's an artist from uh, Ukraine. And full support to Ukraine. He's done art for Druk, he's done art for Hate Forest, and a lot of other bands, man. So I own two physical pieces of his artwork. I did see that he had this board, and it just spoke to me. It's if I ha we've not actually thought about why we would want to use that as a logo. We just enjoyed the artwork, and if we had to put it in words, we want to be fierce and ruthless like a boar. We are just coming at you guys with all these releases and audio, visual, and oral, like a narrative, sorry, and from all forces, not just one genre, different genres.
Cool.
Yeah, it's sort
So,
of like, sorry, my bad.
no, no, go on, go on.
It's sort of like an emblem you could consider, you know, early days, something to rally on. So we'll uh, we'll probably have this on all our pieces, anything that's happening as the backdrop, etc. So yeah,
Man, look at the artwork. It's a kick-ass artwork.
it's
Yeah,
grand. Yeah. So we've basically just had minimal stuff done to it, just our name and the records written on top. The art is as is, and we
yeah,
plan to use it the same way. Yep.
cool. Yeah, the artwork is very striking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now I can just see the eye above Adi. So, yeah, it is. It feels like it's looking at me directly. Cool stuff. So, apart from the music, are you guys planning to get into gigs, organizing? I know you've already got plans for merch, but is there are there plans for a broader reach?
We are currently looking at, so of course, once you start signing artists onto your label and you're giving them these promises, you need to ensure that they also have gigs, right? And as a label, we also want to have a festival. We want to have like this thing going on. So yes, once everything is going well, we have a good roster. Do want to have a show, and I
Mhm.
think hopefully towards the end of this year or so and collaborate with a few other labels and see how that goes. Definitely gonna do a show though.
Yeah. It's hand in hand with several others. So it's not a one two-man effort here. We are running the label. We're going to be promoting our artists and stuff, but there are a lot of others who've been doing this for quite some time now. So yes, we are in close talks with them. So hopefully something might come up this year. Yeah, there's nothing solid right now, so I would have given it to you otherwise.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Looking forward to it. Okay. And pretty much my last question, right? You obviously have a lot of self-belief in the music that you're putting out to start this entire initiative, to start the label. But what do you think are some of the challenges or pitfalls? Did you have you already faced some while you were setting this up? And is there any advice you could give to other people who might be thinking along the same lines, particularly when it comes to such a niche genre?
So, should I go or you, bro?
Go for it. I mean,
Okay.
we both know our shares here, so
Yeah.
it's yeah.
So, I would say it's a bit too early to think about that. We're just going to see how it works. We know who we are and what we bring to the table and what we are offering. And while our first release is a black metal band from Lanka, we're looking to diversify, as I stated, right? We already have two more releases that maybe I could just let you know. The next one is in March. It is this band called Virod. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. Virod, technical death metal band. So, surprise, guys.
Yeah.
We went technical death metal with that. The bassist Arun is one of the few bassists in India or even the subcontinent that you have to see live, man. Like, it's a treat to watch the guy live. He's a real one. He's one of the closest friends. So it was just a matter of time. Like, we wanted to work with him and do something with him. And he has two other bands, Model Collapse and Eccentric Pendulum. He runs Subcontinental Records. So we wanted to do something, and I'm glad that we are doing the Virod release. Another plan that we are going to be doing now, this is another U-turn. See, I told you guys that we're very unorthodox in our approach. And this is a very well-known grind collective from Bangalore. They've been holding the flag for like years. The guys played for bands like Glorified, Bad Taste, Nauseate, and they have that collective, they have this entire ecosystem of grind and go grind that they've built. Anorectal ulceration that's got like international fame. Most of the bands in his hands have actually got international fame, by the way, in their circles, Italy and so on. Um, the release we are looking at is a complete unorthodox release. It's Head Splash. So if anyone knows who Head Splash is, you know how crazy they can get. And we love those boys. It was again just a matter of time wanting to release something with those guys. So it's we're looking at what they have to offer us, but that's also in line, along with some few other releases. Let's go.
So when you ask about what are the challenges that a record label would face, as of now we haven't faced anything big major. But
Mhm.
how we work here is, Aditya's Suryaputra is like in charge of talking to people or, taking care of a few things. I'm doing a few things. We share our responsibilities. Wherever we lack a bit,
Yeah.
we try and find ways to fix that. We are going the DIY route. Everything is done in house. All the creatives, all the packaging, everything we do ourselves. We packaging, by packaging I mean the CD art, or putting stuff together. Yes, of course we bring in artists, but putting it all onto the files and sending it to the printers, etc. So we don't have a big operation here. That would be a maybe a challenge in the future. Don't know if we scale up, but at this moment it's small, sustainable. We are doing the things ourselves, sharing responsibilities. Maybe if someone else wants to start something like this is an area they might have to look into. Who's going to do the creatives, who will do the marketing, who will do the
Yeah.
promotions? Yeah, who's
I
going
think I
to
might have
hmm
gone a bit ahead of myself, but to say that me and Shank, like we work really well together. It's like my pros, his cons, like that. So it's if we have to tell guys who are trying to open labels, while it's great to start something by yourself, you always have to have a team, man. You have to have a collective of guys that you can get various ideas, but stick to the core of what you want out as well.
sharing, work with others, DIY, basically do it yourself. But yeah, the yourself is a bunch of people, it's not just one or two people. Yeah. Yeah, also, heartfelt thanks to all the boys that support us through our endeavors here. Uh, everyone who's backed my bands, Aditya's bands in the past.
BLR
Every
audio
small thing.
distro,
Yeah,
everything,
BLR
man.
audio distro. Yeah,
Everything.
yep, yep, yep. Nothing's taken for granted. We are working using all of this. So the challenges might not be that big right now
Yeah.
because we have a ground set for us. And yeah, as you said before, decades of our friendship, a lot of people know us. So yep, we are using. It would be a wrong word to say using. We are leveraging it. We are talking to all of them, staying in touch with them, and yeah, everyone's stoked. So it reduces the challenges at the preliminary, like the beginning stage at least. Yeah.
I also think we would have had a challenge if we just chose one particular genre of music, and within that genre, the subgenre. and then you're just stuck in this little thing. I mean, I get it why people do what they do, but we're there for the bigger picture, right? Like we enjoy all types of music, man, like hip hop and everything. So like
Yeah, that's
whatever we can
something we
get our
miss.
hands on.
Yep, hip hop too. We are looking for hip hop artists. Maybe
If we have
that's also.
horrorcore artists that blend easily with what we do, we'd love to have horrorcore artists. Some real earthy fucking rappers out there. Get in touch.
At the end, we are musicians. Also, we like a lot of genres. So there's not, two questions on what we would choose. If we like it, we listen to it. Yeah, it's good. We try to sign it. That's the idea right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it sounds like you're also building an ecosystem that at its heart feels very punk and very underground, not
always, man.
do it yourself. So fantastic. Wishing you all the best. Middle-aged metalhead is always up for this and full support. Looking forward to your future plans as well. Last words are yours. If there's anything else you want to share with the people watching and listening to this,
Yes. Can I just do a few shout outs right here? Where am I? Yeah,
I think
there.
you'll have to
Like
turn off your. Huh.
so we
Yeah.
have Kolkata and Order Propaganda, Kali Yuga Conspiracies. Big shout out to those guys giving us chances when nobody else did. And then we also have the Ravan Command boys. Big shout out to those guys as well to give us a chance. And the hospitality was amazing. And we appreciate everything these guys do, man. And the ecosystem and support that they have in Lanka, that's what motivates us to do what we do. So let's just get together and like just keep getting this shit out, man.
I'd shout out Middle-aged Metalhead, for having us. It's the first interview we are giving as a record label. And, never thought of it, but yeah, here we are. I would shout out even BLR Audio Distro because that's where the idea for me to even get into physicals, like as in own CDs and then start pressing CDs for my band and then now press it for others, like help them release their material. That started there. So big shout out to that Kalyuga conspiracies. That's where I usually go to get my extreme metal fix. Even though we are metalheads, we have mostly people in our the distros or stores that we go to are heavy metal, but they do cater to a lot of other sounds or interests that people have. So yeah, I would shout out these few couple of stores or web stores, whatever you want to call them, and MAMH, Middle Aged Metalhead,
Yeah,
for
hails
having us over.
middle-aged metalhead man. You're
Yep,
doing
yep,
like
Cheers, guys.
the stuff that you're doing.
yep.
Just another thing, any artists that do want to reach out to us or share an album, Facebook, Erymanthian Records, or else erymanthianrecords@gmail.com. We are always going to respond. If it's something that we don't, we feel it doesn't go well, we'll just tell it to your face, man. We don't sugarcoat shit.
Brilliant. Wishing both of you all the best with this new initiative. You'll find all of the contact details for Erymanthian and Sapientia of Atlantis in the description. Go ahead and check the band out, check the label out, and yeah, remember the name. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Drop a line in the comments, and have a good one.
Thank you,
Cheers.
GK. Yeah.
Here's GK.